Our Black Friday sale is now available on the website for the remainder of the month. This will apply on the ebook, course and mentorship plans. Private message me on Twitter, links down below for more information, or head straight to the website. I really do like how we bounced off of the golden pocket and reclaimed the 20 moving average on the daily time frame. As we go up the time frames, the more accurate it becomes. So essentially we started a correction back down to our key level of support, which is maintaining this longer term uptrend on the daily time frame. And in order to see immediate short term continuation to the upside where we're looking to break this high, we need to reclaim the 20 moving average and then also confirm it as support, which is what we were saying in yesterday's update. It's nice to see that this has come into fruition. So what we now need to see is continuation back up into this high. We're going to go through all of this in today's video in a lot more detail. So please do stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, as we're on the road to 7,500 subscribers before the end of this month. And I've also got my Black Friday discounts that last until the end of this month. So yeah, hopefully we can hit 7.5k before the end of this year. That's what I meant. Over here, we're now seeing the 20 being confirmed support, so I can now get rid of this. And the reason why the 20 moving average was so key, again, it means in the immediate short term, as long as this is confirmed, we're looking for upside continuation. So over today, the next day, we should be seeing further upside as long as we continue to maintain the 20 daily moving average. Of course, if today everything starts to go wrong, Bitcoin starts to get rejected and you see Vechain start dumping and a close beneath the 20 daily moving average, then we're looking for another correction back down, where this is the key level of support at the price of 2 cents, the psychological level. So right now, as we have reclaimed the 20 and the golden pocket, this is all above the 2 cent psychological level, and so continue to hold the 2 cent psychological level, and eventually we should see 3 cents. Let's continue analyzing this. Over the past few days, let's just see again how much this is pumped in the past 2 days. So we've seen a move of about 10%. So it's nice to see, because if we're comparing it to a lot of other large market caps that have similar M caps, so for example your Quant, your H-bar, your Injective and Vechain, they've all got pretty much like 1.5, 1.3 to 1.67 billion market cap. So when they're this big, sometimes we don't see a lot of movement in comparison to alts that are below 1 billion, under 100 billion. And so if you've been looking into those other alts at the moment and you've been seeing crazy gains, so for example, over the past 3 days in the Discord community, yes, Vechain is up 10%, but we have coins in there that have done 30% moves, another coin 40% move, another coin doing 80%, and another coin doing 90% in the past 3 days. So it makes you really realize that diversification is so key. I'm not saying Vechain is a bad project. Vechain will have its time, just as Quant, just as H-bar, they will all have their time. However, when we do take profits, when we do meet our targets, like our 3 cent, like our 4 cent target, then maybe it might be time, if you are missing out on these moves, if you're too heavily reliant on one specific coin or very few coins, it might be a time to be like, okay, I'm going to now diversify a little bit. Maybe you don't have money to put in at the moment, so it could be when these coins do hit our targets of for example here 3 cent, for example H-bar 7 to 10 cents, it could be a time where you could think, okay, I don't have extra money to put into these alts, but maybe I could just shift some of these large caps into these smaller alts. Diversification is so key, guys. This is a lesson that I learned in the last bull market. I started off with 15 coins, ended up by the end with 5, and then eventually 3. The ones that I sold did way better gains. I just moved into larger caps, and of course I made money. I did over 20-30x on those larger caps, but I would have made 50, 100, 150x's on the ones that I did get rid of. And the last few days have been perfect examples of this. Of course, Vechain is one of the better ones of the large caps. It did see a 10% pump, and other coins like your Quant haven't really moved any percent, and H-bar pretty much like 1 or 2%. Let's just check that right now. So yeah, H-bar moved up about 7%, and Quant over here, you can see, moved up 3%. But I have coins that are in the Discord community. Unfortunately, I don't share all of the gems on the YouTube channel, but we do have our Caspers, we do have our Nakas, our Injectives, and many more cryptos that are going to bring huge gains in the future. However, I just don't share all of the under 100 million market cap cryptos. That's the whole point of the group chat. If you want to know my exact portfolio, you can join that community. And we also do 2 weekly group calls where I mentorship all of you guys how to trade exactly like me, my exact strategy in order to profit, like you've been seeing all those trades over the past few months. So yeah, links are down below. I've also got discounts at the moment for Black Friday. And if we now scale to the 4-hour time frame, we can see Vechain a lot clearer over here. So yeah, make sure if you have been missing out on these crazy moves and you're not in any of those coins that have been doing crazy moves, maybe when Vechain does actually hit our targets, or HBAR Quant hits our targets to the upside, like Quant would be like $120, $130, HBAR 7 to 10 cent, yeah, Vechain 3 to 4 cent. And it could be that moment where you're looking to shift some of those profits into some other alts, so you're having a more diversified portfolio, not being over reliant on your coins like Quant, because again, that's only moved nothing for a year. So it's not that I don't hold it, I do hold it, but I've been diversifying a lot, so I have not been missing out on gains. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's very important, because this time won't last forever. We might have the next year, 2 years of just straight profit, but very soon, just around the corner, there'll be a time where over the next year, 2 years past that point, we'll just be going down again. So we have to use this time very wisely, this bull market. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. You just need to take action. And with Vechain over here, as we have reclaimed the moving averages, the 200 EMA over here, what is this signaling? Okay, so when we lost the 200 EMA, it's actually a signal that we're trying to start a downtrend. And as we lost that wick with a daily candle, or with a 4-hour candle closure, it actually targets these further 1 fib levels down here. And as we very quickly did not actually hold this as resistance, and we reclaimed that wick down over there as support again. So it's not resistance, reclaim back as support. This is essentially invalidating those downward targets, and you get a massive pump like a magnet. You get pulled towards the golden pocket and these moving averages, and it should actually hold up as resistance. We've actually seen the break through those levels, so very nice to see that. In order to get this continuation to eventually break this 2.3 cent high to get to 3 cent and those targets beyond, we need to now continue to hold above the 200 EMA. I'm not specifically calling for a dump to here, but it would be fine to do so. How do we know it is going down there? Well, first of all, you need to go ahead and lose these moving averages again. Now, in the past, we've seen moments where these crosses have almost happened. So we saw this bullish crossover, so almost a bearish cross forming over here, and this slung us back above. This is called an EMA repel, where you slingshot back above the moving averages. Yes, we lost it again as it didn't hold a support, and we formed a bearish cross, so we didn't see the EMA repel over here. But as you can see, we've reclaimed it. It again failed to see a bullish cross. That's why we got cents lower. So we're still within that bearish cross at the moment. We need to see the bullish cross being formed where the 20 now crosses through the 55. So in the immediate short term, again, as I've said, we need to hold that 2 cent psychological level down over here. But if we can now hold these moving averages and find a bullish cross, then we're just looking for immediate short-term continuation to the upside over the next day, 2 days, over the weekend, essentially. But if we go ahead and lose this level, which is 2.1 cents, so 0.021 cent, so yeah, 2.1 cents, and then we're looking for that dip back down to the 200 EMA. This needs to hold as it's the bottom of our uptrend. And as we had this fake out over here, it's likelier that if we lose the moving averages, we do come down to this area as support, because again, we've reclaimed the bottom of our uptrend. And so let's just confirm it as support. So it doesn't need to happen, but if we lose 2.1 cent, that will happen. And then we need to go ahead and reclaim it all again for the continuation higher. We don't need to lose 2.1 cent. If we can now get a bounce from that location, we're just looking for immediate short-term continuation back up to this high over here. Now we'll zoom out and look at this a lot clearer, and we can see that this 3 cent high is what we're talking about. It's pretty much 3.3 cent. So now I'm going to place a fib over there for you guys from that high to this low down over here. And it looks like what we were rejecting in the past weeks was the golden pocket. So when that does actually happen, you're looking for a break of this low down over here. but you can of course invalidate that if we can find key levels of support, which was this golden cross formed. And previously we didn't see the orange and the white one crossing over, so that's why we saw another EMA repel, which we've just been discussing on the lower time frames, and you can see that it ends up resulting in lower prices and a dump back below the 200, continuing its downtrend. So the fact that we got this is a huge statement. We're looking for continuation higher as long as it does hold. The 2.1 cent, the 2 cent to 2.1 cent is the location we need to hold to continue higher. And as we can see on the daily time frame, the 2.1 cent area is also that 20 moving average on the daily time frame, as well as on the 4 hour as well. So we know we've got some confluence within that 2 cents to 2.1 cent area. Please do continue to hold that in order to eventually break through the golden pocket, creating the reversal wave, which essentially allows a move back up to the previous high over here of 3.3 cent, let's just call it. And then we're looking for price targets beyond that point. It's at these levels. If you're missing out on these insane gains and you do not have the money to just keep investing, these are the points when your quant, HBAR, XRP, Matic, Vechain, any of those larger caps, those are just ones that we cover on the channel, but any of those larger caps well above the 1 billion mark, if they are getting to these targets up here and you're missing out on all these crazy gains on the sub 100 million market caps, it could be a time where you're like, okay, F it, I'm going to sell some of this coin and shift it into them so I'm more diversified, so I don't miss out on moves, and eventually by the end of the bull market feel like an idiot because you didn't use this time wisely. It's a lesson that I was taught in the last one. I still made insane gains. You'll still make insane gains on this, guys, but you might need a lot of money to start with. Of course, if you're just now starting out, then the 1 billion market cap coins are not really the one for you guys. If you're just starting out, if you don't have much money, you should be looking down for low. Of course, nothing that I do say here or in the education is financial advice. It's just personally my experiences, what I do, and yeah, what I'm doing, my experiences, and literally just sharing my thoughts on the market. So that's it from me today, everyone. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. I know it's a bit of a longer one, and I know we were rambling on about things apart from Vechain, but it's very important. Please do be diversified. Do not have over reliance on one coin, especially that quant community. Yes, I do hold some, but some of them just hold just quant. It's ridiculous. You don't want to just go into a bull market holding one coin, and then as you see, the past 3 days only done 2-3%, and then we're having coins in the past 2-3 days doing 30, 40, 80 and 90% in the Discord community. So if you want to join that, if you want to find out what my exact portfolio is, if you want to join to get those weekly group mentorship calls so you can trade exactly like me, read the charts exactly like me, use the links down below, head straight to the website, or for more information on the Black Friday discounts, message me on twitter.com. Cheers, everyone. Our Black Friday sale is now available on the website for the remainder of the month. This will apply on the ebook, course and mentorship plans. Private message me on Twitter, links down below for more information, or head straight to the website. Cheers, everyone.